What's up, y'all? I'm gonna be doing some, I guess, uh, rehashed videos that I did years ago for a different crowd. Back in my days of Google Plus, I had a totally different audience back in those days. So I have stories and subjects that I covered back then that um, I'm pretty sure that the people that watch me now, the few that do, have never heard before. So anyway, years ago, I had a homeboy from Louisiana, and he wound up moving into the apartment complex that I was staying in at the time. And he moved in with his baby mama, and they used to fight like cats and dogs. I mean, all the time arguing, fussing, and fighting. I mean, even the cops got called a couple of times. So it was a very dysfunctional relationship. Now I'm looking at all of this, and I'm like, damn. So me and this cat, we chilling one day, and we just shooting the shit, and he gets to talking about the relationship that he was in previously, before that the one that he was in that I was talking about just now, the previous relationship. And he found out that the woman was cheating on him, right? I don't remember the details, but I think she was cheating on him with some guy that he knew. So he finds this out, and he tracks her down, wherever she was at the time, and he beat her down, dropped hands on her, slammed her, kicked her in the ribs, and she winds up rolling into a ditch full of water. And I'm listening, and I'm like, man, for real? And he's laughing about it and everything, and I decided to ask him. I was like, man, I say, dude, look here, cuz, why is it that you always find yourself in these types of spaces? I mean, I look at the situation that you're in now, and you're telling me about the relationship that you was in before. I mean, you're just surrounded by all of this chaos. Why is that? And he looks at me, and then he just shrugs his shoulders, and he's like, man, I don't know. I guess I just like violent relationships. And I'm like, and I was about to say something, but I thought about it, and I said, you know what, man, I gotta shake your hand. I gotta shake your hand for admitting to that. You're the first person I've ever heard that admitted to something like that. You see, we all know how it goes. We've seen these types of things play out a million times. Some of you people are probably in dysfunctional relationships right now. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk to people and you ask them about the situation that they put themselves in, there's either two avenues that they're going to go to explain themselves. Number one, they're always the victim. It's always somebody else's fault. Either that, or they say something like, it just happened. It just happens that way. Nobody ever takes accountability. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever takes accountability for these wild ass, violent, and completely dysfunctional relationships. Nobody ever takes accountability. Like I said, it's either somebody else's fault or it just happened. So when this man told me that, I said, hey man, I gotta shake your hand for being straight up. You're the first person I've ever known to step up to the plate and admit to something like that. You know what I'm saying? Admitted to liking being involved in violent relationships. I mean, think about it. How many people have y'all ever heard that admitted to something like that? Probably none. Like I said, it's always somebody else's fault or it's something that just happened. Nobody ever takes accountability. So in that particular instance, I had to give that man his props. Like I said, I told him, man, I got to shake your hand. You're the first person I've ever known in my entire life that actually admitted to the raw truth. Admitted to being drawn and actually enjoying being in these dysfunctional and violent relationships. That was the first time I've ever known somebody to do that. So I had to give that man his props. For real, yo. So, yeah. There's another story I got for y'all that in the next video about this guy and the relationship that he was in that's going to be even more interesting than what I'm talking about right now. Once again, this is a story that I told years ago, and I just feel like it deserves to be told again for my new audience. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. Do you have you ever came across somebody that actually takes accountability for being in these just dysfunctional relationships? Because Lord knows they're all around us, especially when it comes to this whole YouTube thing. Social media, man, it's crazy. So anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video. Peace.